My name is Warren Rosegreen. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. After being in Florida, I played basketball, played football in high school, and then I moved to the West Coast in California, which I played in junior college, JV college. And after that, I went to UNLV, played basketball for Running Rebels. And after that, played overseas, played in Korea, Japan, Italy. Then I finished off playing with the Harlem Globetrotters, which I learned how to do a lot of tricks and entertain and traveled all over the world. So I'm 44, so like 7 years ago, I started to lose my hair. So I just started to cut my hair very short, and I didn't have a problem with being bald until recently, about 6 months ago, when I met Joe. Then I looked at his head, he told me that it was micropigmentation, and I was like, what is that? And then he just told me it's almost like a tattoo, but the tattoos go 3 layers, and with micro, they only go 1 layer. And I looked at his, and I was like, wow, his look nice, and I was like, why not? And then after getting it done, now it's just opened up my eyes to a lot, because I'm bald right now, but it looks like I have hair. So I always have a fresh cut. So that's exciting to me. So my confidence was always there, because I mentor kids too, and I go to a lot of elementary schools in the city and speak to kids. I mentor kids, and I talk about a couple things. Look good, feel good, smell good, perform good. I talk about that. And so with this, I've always looked good, take care of myself, I work out, I like nice clothes, I like to stay fit, and you know, I'm real fresh for its cleanliness, and that's important to me. And then all of a sudden now, it looks like I always have a fresh cut, so it just fit right into what I always believed in. So I'm excited about it. It's only been probably 4 months now since I got it done. My solutions when I started going bald at 37 was like, well, father time must have hit, so I just need to go bald. So I just started shaving my head every 2 days, and I just went with the bald look. I wasn't looking to go get implants or do nothing like that, do Bosley or do any of that. I wasn't looking to do any of that. I just went bald. Well, I just discovered it probably 8 months ago. And
what did you think about it at first?
At first, I just was like, wow, that's pretty cool, you know? And just looking at it, I'm like, it seems like you had hair. So I had to touch Joe's scalp to believe him, because it looked like he had hair. And then after that, I was like, wow. And he's like, I'm bald. And I'm like, wow. So even though that I was always shaving bald, I'm still shaving bald now, but when I take pictures and everything, it looked like I have hair. And micropigmentation frames your face, and that's a big deal, you know, because your face is framed when you got hairlines and everything like that. And the artist did a phenomenal job, and I think he's the best in the business, and that's why I did my research. And after doing my research, I realized that, you know, I'm going to get it done here in Vegas, because he's teaching everybody elsewhere. So that's why I was glad to be done by Marvin.
Awesome.
I had to let my hair grow a little bit. They wanted, for the first procedure. And then 2 days later, I was getting ready to go to Florida. I got it done. First, a little nervous, because I'm like, I don't like needles, but he said 1 layer. So it felt like a little prick. It didn't feel bad at all. So it was okay. So after I got the first treatment, I flew to Florida 2 days later. I had to go to a sad situation. I had to go to a funeral. But my buddies and my best friend for over 32 years actually, I was in his chiropractic office, and he was like, man, you just got a fresh cut. I said, yep. Still to this day, he doesn't know that I got micropigmentation done. He doesn't know. I knew I was in good hands. I met Marvin, I had met Joe, and I saw the procedures. They got the procedure done, and when they got the procedure done, it was way worse. That's what they told me. So I was like, okay, if it's better now, then there's no need to be nervous. After the first one, if you follow the procedures and follows everything what they tell you to do, I did everything they told me to do, and it faded a little bit, and then the second one, it brought it back, and then the third one now, it's been perfect. It's just, you still to this day, you wake up and you look at yourself and you're like, oh, it's not hair. It just, you think it's hair, but it's not. And you're amazed because when I take pictures, now people are saying, man, I didn't notice your hairline before. Your hairlines are good, man. You just got a haircut. So every time somebody sees me, they're like, you got a fresh cut. Yeah, I got a forever cut. That's what I call it, a forever cut. It's not going anywhere. Oh, the staff is unbelievable. They were in another place because they were getting it done, and all of a sudden they moved over here on Eastern, and it's been an unbelievable location. They pimped out the office. It's unbelievable. They had a designer do everything. It looks spectacular. And just the people that work here, they really care. And it's something when somebody got it done before you. And so the people that own it, they were bold too, and they were looking for solutions for themselves. And then they found this micropigmentation. They got it done. Then they invested in the company to bring it to Las Vegas, which is a treat for everybody here in Las Vegas. Well, how's it changed? I think pictures now. I took family pictures the other day of my family, and it seems like my hairline came back to when I was younger again. And my wife always tells me I look younger now than when I was in my mid-20s. If it's going to give you confidence, not cockiness, it's confidence, then why not? First of all, I think they're very sterile here. All of the products, and it's very clean. And that's a major concern with needles and everything like that. Everything is sterile, and so that's one concern that people might would have, and I would say you should squash that because everything is done to the utmost professionalism here. And I really believe that, by me getting it done, and I'm like a spokesperson for micropigmentation, I feel, because everywhere I go, I can see that every other guy's a candidate micropigmentation, and so I've told already probably 20, 30 people, and it takes a little time for them to continue to see me and see me, and then they'll start coming in here. But I think if you have any fear, just come in here and meet the guys. Sit down with the guys and talk to the guys, and then just look at their body of work. In sports, they always like, look at a guy's body of work. We know who's the greatest player right now in the NBA. We don't say no names, everybody know. But you gotta look at his body of work. The guy's been unbelievable. His professionalism, the way he takes care of his body day in and day out, the way he takes care of his family. So all that matters. And same thing, look at the people's body of work here, and they're training people all over the world. They come here to be trained to go out and do it elsewhere. So there's no fear. I think you just gotta come in here and give it a shot. Even if you're confident, because I was a very confident person without micropigmentation. But why not? Because now it framed my face. I feel even more confident because it brought my hairline back to when I was in college. It's a beautiful thing, and it makes you feel young.